Welcome back to my channel, guys. It is finally part 2 of the Subaru STI rebuild. Today I'm going to go ahead and get it up on the frame machine and I'm going to start doing the framework. Alright guys, the car is up on the frame clamps. I went ahead and took all the wheels off because in the previous video I did say that the rear wheel looks like it's a bit off, and this is what I found right here. Lower control arm is bent, and here's the top view. I'm not sure how good you guys can see it, but it's bent right here. So that's why the wheel is off. And I'm gonna have to replace this lower control arm. So before I start actually doing the framework on this car, I did order a spray can with the exact paint code, and like I said, that I'm going with all original parts on this car. I went to Subaru and ordered the radiator support. It's right there, and also this is supposed to be the bottom grill and the top grill and the two grills on the side for the bumper. I'm still waiting on the front bumper. I ordered it from California. It is used. It does have a little bit of scratches, but I'm not worried about that as long as it's original bumper. Also, I purchased the hood right here. It has a little bit of damage on the side. I think I can straighten this out, and some body work will make this hood look like new. So with that being said, guys, I do have to paint the radiator support blue, and also under the hood I have to paint it blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that right now. Alright guys, so I've decided I'm not gonna paint the inside of the hood. I will leave that to my painter. That way it's done nice and legit. But as of right now, while we're waiting on that to dry, I think I can go ahead and start pulling this frame rail out as much as possible and see where we get from here. Hopefully I can get it pulled out pretty much all the way, and then obviously I'm gonna replace it. So let's get started. Alright guys, so as of right now, this is what I'm gonna have to leave it off to. I'm gonna obviously cut it behind the bend point, and on this side, let's see what we got here. Basically, if I go that far on that side, I can probably go somewhere right here on this side, but we'll figure that out once I start drilling everything out. So as of right now, I am going to drill out the old radiator support. This bottom piece is not part of the radiator support, so I am going to replace it from my buddy's STI. Like I said, I have someone here locally that is parting out one of these, and he's giving me the rails, both sections, even though I don't need this one. But he does have this bottom piece. It is good, and the support, obviously I took it from the dealership. Let's go ahead and get started on drilling this out. Alrighty guys, so this is what it looks like right now, and I am going to cut it somewhere right there, and on this side I'm going to cut it somewhere before this weld mark right here. And here is the new piece that I got right here. This is the bottom part that I'm going to replace. It has a couple little bends over here, but I can straighten that out. I'm not worried about that. Other than that, it looks pretty good. And here is the frame rail. It's cut perfectly where I need it, because I will be cutting it a little, actually somewhere right there. I'll be probably notching off a little, probably an inch or so. And on this side, obviously, I'll be going somewhere back here. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start cutting this one out, and then we're going to move on to the parts one. Alrighty guys, here I am test fitting the new piece. All this has to be straightened out, but this piece fits really good. And here is the new frame rail. It looks really good. I actually went ahead and put this piece to make sure everything lines up by the bolts as well, and that fits perfect too. So before I went ahead and cut this piece from the donor car that my buddy has, I took some measurements, and actually these measurements are spot on right now, so that is a very good thing. So it is getting pretty late on me today. I'm gonna catch you guys in the morning, and then we'll continue working on this thing. All right guys, it is the next day here. So before I go ahead and start test fitting all the parts, I want to go ahead and weld a couple little spot welds. That way this thing is not moving anywhere. Alrighty guys, I went ahead and tack welded this side, but this side I'm just gonna leave it on with the wise grips, because it shouldn't be in my way here. If it is, I'll obviously tack weld it later, but as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and test fit the radiator support, and then we'll move on to the body panels. Alrighty guys, this is what I have accomplished so far. I am missing the front bumper as of right now. I ordered it all the way from California. Should take about a week to get here, but I am actually not worried about the bumper. This thing should align perfectly, because I did take the measurements for the radiator support and it aligns perfectly. And also you can see from the latch right here, if it aligns in the middle, that means the frame is perfect. But I want to show you guys the gaps as of right now, how they look. Let me get on this side. Basically, here's the gap on this side, and over here it might be getting a little bigger towards the bottom because my frame clamp is not letting me move the fender all the way. but I'm not worried about that. Let's move on to the other side. I did show you guys that the hood was a little damaged, and I'm gonna show you guys how I repaired it. But as of right now, here is the gap here, and here is the hood gap. Look at that. I think I repaired it pretty good. My Bondo guy is obviously gonna have to make this line visible and make this hood look like new. But other than that, these gaps look really good. I'm actually very happy with how this thing is turning out. Once again, this thing was, in my opinion, it was not hit hard at all. If only one frame rail has to be repaired, that's no problem. As long as the frame is not like shifted a lot, then this is going to be an easy job, and that's what it is for me. It's nothing that I can't handle. So now I'm gonna go ahead and disassemble all the parts that I installed, and then I am going to start welding the frame rail piece and also this bottom piece, and then I will continue to weld the radiator support. And once I'm done welding the radiator support, I will assemble the cooling system. Actually, before I assemble the cooling system, I do want to go ahead and paint that. I don't know if it'll be in this video or not, but I will try to get most of the stuff done in this video. Alrighty guys, it is finally welded and grinded. I went ahead and took the metal piece off, that way it's not in my way. But man, talk about a lot of welding on this support. This all had to be welded, and on the inside, and then over here, and the outside, and up top over here, and up top over there. But I got it done, so that's a good thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some seam sealer to all these spots. I'll try to flatten it out as much as possible, and then I'm gonna paint over it, and it'll look pretty good. Alrighty guys, everything is finally seam sealed. I personally think it looks really good. Once I paint over it, it'll look just like OEM. So now I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit, and then we're gonna paint over it. Alright guys, everything is finally dry, and it just looks absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to go ahead and install the cooling system and try to button up all the fenders and everything. Then I'm going to get it off the frame. Alright guys, so I actually just went ahead and poured some antifreeze in there. I'm gonna let it bleed through. For the time being, I'm gonna show you guys what the car sounds like. Let me walk around back here. I'm not sure how good it's showing up on camera, or the sound quality, how good it is, but man, this thing sounds really good. I'm pretty sure it's not a stock exhaust. I could be wrong. I don't see any name brand unless it's like just some aftermarket exhaust or something. But for the time being, I'm gonna let this thing keep running, and we'll see if it overheats or not. But some of you guys were mentioning that why are these airbags not blown. I have no idea. That's a good question. Maybe because the car was parked and somebody hit it. That's a good possibility, but I am not sure. That's actually kind of the main reason why I bought it, because there was no airbags deployed, which saves me about $600–700. Alrighty guys, so the car was started for about 30 minutes. Everything is good. It's not overheating. That's a good thing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take it off the frame machine. I'm not gonna have this part on video because I'm pretty sure this video is already long as it is. So I'm gonna take it off the frame machine, and then I'm gonna walk you guys through the final gaps, and then we're gonna call it a day. Alrighty guys, so here is the final gaps right here. I installed this piece right here, that way the gap is all equal everywhere. And I will be taking this car to the paint shop, so if these gaps are a little off, I will have to readjust them later, but as of right now, these things look absolutely perfect. Sadly, I don't have the bumper to install it in the front, but I am waiting on that. Should be here in about a week or so. Alright guys, it is finally time to choose the giveaway winner. I loaded all the comments. It's about 450 comments. Now I'm gonna do Control F and type in the word F-150. Looks like we have 223 matches. Now I'm gonna go on to random.org. Type in 223. Generate number 14. Alright, so now I'm going to scroll down to number 14 with the F-150, and then we're going to see who's the winner. Alright, Silent Dog, congratulations, you're the winner. You won one of my t-shirts. Go ahead and email me. I'll have my email down in the description. Go ahead and email me with what shirt size do you wear, and where do you want it shipped out to, and we'll get that ordered for you. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. In this video, I actually accomplished a lot. I did the framework and I assembled everything, so this thing is ready for the paint shop. Make sure you guys stay tuned. The next video will be of it being painted, and I will be assembling it in the next video. So with that being said guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like my videos, share them with your friends, and also follow me on Instagram at Rebuild with Nick. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.